go to continue the storyline and possibly side quests here and there, because obviously this kitty cat's going to keep following us till we get it taken care of, which we're going to add it to our list of quests that we're going to do with the main quest. So here we go. We will take care of this cat one and then start doing these and then work our way to the Fort Pinta location where this kitty needs to go. So let me go over here. A red tabby cat approaches you. She meows heartbreakingly and looks lost and a little scared. There's something tied around her neck. You should inspect it closer. Sorry. Upon closer inspection, you find a little note attached to the cat's collar. It reads, "My name is Dory. Return me to Fort Pinta so my owner needn't worry." The note was pretty clear. Time to return little Dory to her owner in Fort Pinta. Okay. Well, let's go ahead and go with this, and then we'll make our way to Fort Pinta. My faithful fool Zing has gotten it into his head that he would like to put on a race. He read a book about rodeo clowns and selected a course from the Western tradition, a butterfly pole, configuration used in Gymkhana. However you say that, sorry if I'm not pronouncing it correct. Butterfly. What a fitting metaphor for my circus where dreams transform into reality. Would you care to give Zen's race a go? Why not? Follow up with the artist after you have completed the pole bending race. And we got an achievement. Awesome. Now, if you ever want to look at your achievements and all of that, this is where your achievements will be in the book. Work those gates. Bronze, silver, and gold. As you see, I still got a long ways to go. But we'll get them done, slowly but surely. And then when you have characters that you talk to and meet, you can go to each one of these and read on it. And as you go through the story, it adds more to about that character. There's a little bit about each one. Just remember, you can go to any of them. You see, we still got several we gotta come in contact with. So, and then you got Star Collection. So, without further ado, let's go ahead and continue. Let me get this taken care of. Walnut Legend, ships and bites at the tag. just Walnut Legends tag. Let's get this. Let's go. All right. Magnifique. A veritable ballet on 4 legs. With you at the reins, Walnut Legend is graceful as a butterfly. I hope you will come back and race with us again. Okay. Tools of the trade. Flour for cupcakes. Let's go ahead and go to Tools of the Trade. And now some of the side quests. If you wanted to continue doing the quests at the circus, you could. But I'm trying to stick to as much of the main quests as possible. But eventually, there will be moments that it'll stop giving you main quests and you'll have to do side quests. So it's just a preference thing. If you want to just go through and do all the main quests up until, you know, a certain point, it says, hey, do more side quests. But we'll do like a mix of both so that hopefully it'll just let us keep going. Anyways, here we go. Let's see what's up with Conrad. Greetings, Amanda. I'm glad to see you so soon after your last visit. If you have some time to spare, I require your assistance. Of course, you're already aware of the presence of GED in the area. Thomas Moorland is not the only one who had this misfortune to meet their leader, Mr. Kimball. Mr. Kimball attempted to buy my forge while he was in the area. Naturally, like Thomas, I refused him. He did not appreciate the refusal. His goons lingered in the area for a while, and after they left, I realized my most prized tools were missing. I don't use them daily, so it took me a while to realize they were gone. I work with rather heavy tools, so I assumed those pesky workers couldn't manage to move them very far. Please, will you help me look for a hammer, a pickaxe, and a pair of quenchers? I'm not able to leave the forge right now, but I promise you will be rewarded if you can assist me. Okay, so let's see if we can find all of his tools. Which, before I go to them, if you're playing on PC, of course, you know, maps right there and all that. And it shows you where the spots are at here on the map and here. Then, of course, once you go up close, you know, you got the little sparkle things. So, got the hammer. We got the pliers. And we got all the tools of the trade. Now, my tools. You certainly are trustworthy. Amanda, the light of Aiden surely shines upon you. I have one more task for you, and if you're up for it, I'll reward you with something for your horse. Mine for Jorvik ore in the Damascus mine and return to Conrad. I spent much of my time working with ore and minerals from around Yorvik. Blacksmiths for long before my time first settled here in Moorland to access the spectacular natural resources. There are a lot of hidden treasures on this island. Some are as close by as John Jarl's tomb near Doyle's Abbey. Others are far as the ancient dig sites down south in Epona. Today I need Jorvik ore, which can be mined close by. The Damascus mine has provided this forge with resources for years upon years. Please take my pickaxe, go to the mine, and mine 5 pieces of Jorvik ore for me. I look forward to your return. Try not to run into anything. Because y'all know I'm good at running into things. So this is the Damascus mine. I should do the mining on foot. It would be difficult to swing a pickaxe from horseback, especially in here. Alright. Let's go over here. Got that one. Ah. Let's see here. Alright. Now, here. So head back to Conrad. Back so soon, and with plenty of Jorvik ore. Well done, my young friend. I don't break a promise easily, young Amanda. Come, sit down. If you have the time to wait a moment, I'll use the ore you just brought me to make your horse some of the finest horseshoes you've ever seen. Sorry. Can't seem to clear my throat. You have been of great help to the people of Moorland since your arrival here, Amanda. The spirit of Aiden is strong with you. Ah, Aiden. As I mentioned before, I am a keeper of Aiden. Beekeepers are part of an order dedicated to honoring the spirits of this mystical island. I'm sure you'll meet many of us as you explore the orbit. It seems to me your horse is very fond of you already, even though you haven't traveled long together. I'm glad to see it. We keepers also honor the bond between human and horse. There's something special about the horses here in Yorvik. I have never met a horse with a dark soul, but the ones you meet here somehow seem more aware of the world. They bond with their riders like I've never seen anywhere else. This is only the beginning, Amanda. I am intrigued to see how your bond with the horses of this island, not to mention the island itself, will grow stronger over time. And here we are. Thank you for lending me your ears for a while, Amanda. Though I live for my work, the forge can be a lonely place, and I appreciate your company. And as promised, here is a very fine set of Jorvik horseshoes made with Jorvik ore. These will never wear out, so they'll serve you on many adventures. One more thing before you leave. If you ever are in need of more horseshoes, you can always come back here. Your needs for horseshoes might change, or you might want separate horseshoes if you ride different horses. No matter the reason, you're always welcome to my store. Today, I don't have a lot of options available for you, but my stock will expand soon. Thank you again for today, and I hope the horseshoes will serve you well. Please take this jacket too. An aspiring young Druid with an interest in fashion gifted this to me. I believe she mixed up the measurements. I'm sure it will suit you better. Farewell, Amanda, until we meet again. Okay, so if you want to see what it looks like, this is what it looks like. And then this is the bobcats. But that's the Druid Farrier jacket. This is the Western one that I'm wearing. And of course, that's the Bobcat Club jacket. Always pay attention to the levels and all that, 'cause the higher level stuff that you have on your character and your horse, plus taking care of your horse and making sure your horse is happy, the faster your horse will be. Plus, character build up and all of that. But anyways, wait. And let's swap these. I've got the other ones on and the starter ones are there. Okay, so let's go to Silverglade. Or, well, you know what? I think we will go get this cat taken care of if it will let us. Hold on. Let's get this recycling bottle. There's another one. Oh, we found a star. Might as well pick that one up while we're here. Alright. Now, on my main account, I have yet to find all of the collection of stars. Some of them are really hard to get to, and it still won't let me get through here. So we can't go to Fort Pinta yet. So I guess we're gonna have to go to Silverglade, which is fine. Sorry for the having to backtrack. But look, okay, here we can get another recycling item. And the recycling items will come of use later on as we get further into the story. Oh, sorry. go. You sure it's Harold we talked to?
Hey.
Amanda, I heard that it was you who saved Moorland from that terrible Mr. Kimball. Well done. I was just going to start making pizza cupcakes when I found that I was out of flour. Would you please get some for me? You should be able to get it from Barney at the silo. Pizza cupcakes. I don't know if pizza cupcakes sounds good to me. What about y'all? What do y'all think about pizza cupcakes? Flour, you say? I don't have any flour, but I do have lots of grain. Will that do? Here you are. If you take this to Will over at the mill, you can grind it into flour. By the way, I heard that Mr. Kimball has started drilling for oil over at the Everwind fields. Too bad. So let's go speak to Will over here. Maybe once we get this one done, then we'll have to go back to Moorland for a minute and start a quest over there as well. And it might trigger to where we can go to Port Pinta. Anyways, hi, what can I do for you? Oh, you want to use the mill? Sure. Here's some fine flour. Take it back to that store. Head back to the store with the flour. Oh, I don't want to do this one yet, so let's not pay attention to that. I'm sorry, y'all. We're just gonna back out of that. We will do that another time. And then I'll actually let y'all read all that. I mean, you can go ahead and do it if you want to. Totally up to y'all, but I'm gonna wait personally until a little bit later before I do that quest. You have my flour. Perfect. These will be some fine pizza cupcakes. Okay. So, we got this shirt for doing that. That's what the shirt looks like. Alright. Now, let's go. We will fast travel. Oh, there's no one to pick me up. Really? They're probably like, you're not that far, you might as well walk and ride. That's fine with me. I was just going to try to make it a little bit faster. to see the sights. Pretty sure there is a, there we go. Let's see if this will trigger to where we can go to Fort Pinta. Hi there. You must be one of the new arrivals at Moorland Stables. I've been coming here for years, so if you have any questions about the area, just ask. I'm Sindra, by the way. It's a pleasure to meet you. I've been coming to Moorland Stables riding camp for so many years that if they had a punch card, by now I'd have earned a free horse. I wish. There's no way Mr. Moorland would just give a horse away. Yeah, horses aren't cheap. It's okay, I've saved up to buy a horse of my very own. And besides, Mr. Moorland says that he's run out of things to teach me here at the stables. Time to seek out new pastures. I say, go for it, Cinder. Thanks. That's why I'm on the way to exotic Fort Pinta. Have you heard of the place? It's a seaside paradise with rich history and horses galore. They even have a disco. Once I get there, I plan to buy the horse I've always dreamed of. The only thing is, I sort of got lost. I'll give you a lift. Hop on. You do that for me. Thank you so much. Next stop, Fort Pinta. Alright, here we go. There we go. Just needed to get that one triggered. Ah! Alright, let's see what kind of stuff we got going on here. Okay. Whoa! Stop right there. I'm afraid I'm going to have to ask you to get off your horse and come with me. You're in violation of Statute 468 of the Fort Pinta Code of Horsemanship. Code of Horsemanship? What is that? Ignorance of the law is no excuse. Let's see now. That's 7,000 shillings for riding double in a single zone. 3,500 shillings for speeding. Oh, Amanda? This is all my fault. You only came here to help me. I'll pay the fines. Aha. and a 15,000 fine for attempting transfer funds without authorization. Oh dear. I'll do what I can, but no buts. 4,000 shillings fine for saying but. But don't test me. I can tell I'm dealing with a couple of real troublemakers. You need to report to the Minister of Tourism at once. He'll know how to deal with you lot. Let's get this bottle over here quick. The Minister of Tourism. You're looking at him. It's me, James Cloudmill. So what brings you to the Minister of Tourism? I'm a busy man, you know. These lawbreakers are in numerous violation of Fort Pinto rules and regulations. Is that so? Aren't you a bit young for a minister of anything? James was appointed by our fair town's beloved Mayor Peanut. You wouldn't dare question the mayor, would you? Dude, I've got this. Go keep an eye on the disco or something. Sorry, Minister. Of course, Minister. So, let me guess. Captain Waterloo over there picked you up on some silly offense? Phew. So we're not in trouble? Wrong. You're way deeper than you realize. Wait. Don't blame Amanda. I'll cover the fines. From what the security guard said, I should owe 29,500 shillings. He left off the notarizing fee, so let's just call it an even 50,000. Hey, don't look at me like that. It's the mayor's rules. I'm just a humble civil servant sworn to uphold them. No, I was hoping to buy a new horse with these savings, but... So you like horses, eh? Then I have just the job for you two. There's a buttload of tourists docking in 15 minutes, and all my rental horses are out to pasture. If those tourists show up and the horses aren't ready, it will totally ruin their vacations. That's so sad. How can we help? The two of you are going to fetch them for me. I'll even let you ride one back, Sandra. Yippee! I like to let my horses relax on a pasture close to the pony championship. Okay, technically, they're inside Ferdinand's pasture. Trust me, he and I have an arrangement. My horses are good for his business at Marley's Vintage Barn, so he loves to keep them around. Just get the horses, and if Ferdinand says anything, tell him James sent you. Got it? Collect horses. This is a job I was born to do. What she said. Bring those horses back here ASAP, and maybe I can talk to the mayor about reducing your fines. Alright. This is the place. Are you ready to take the horses back to James? It's funny, I've been by here so many times and always assumed these horses belonged to Ferdinand. Who would have guessed he was borrowing them from James? Something tells me James is the one doing this. Really? But he seems so sincere. Hold it right there. What are you doing with those horses? Do you know a shady guy named James Cloud Mill? James? Of course I know him. Great kid. I pay him to give my horses exercise. I presume that's why you're here. Go ahead, then. Take the horses. I knew we could trust James. Let's get these horses back to Fort Pinta before the tourists arrive. Okay, we get that taken care of. Alright, let's get these horses. Come on, y'all. Come on, horsies. Come on. Come on. Nice stroll on the beach here in Fort Pinta. Run into. Gathering the horses and getting them to where they need to go is so time consuming. To make sure that you're right there with them. Yeah. Good timing. The tourists are almost here. Congratulations, friends. You've saved their vacations. Okay. Mayor Peanut. So about the fines you owe me. I'm happy to knock off a few hundred shillings from your fines. Of course, when you add the rental fee for Cinder riding the horseback, rental fee. But I thought, Cinder. These are rental horses. You ride one, you have to pay my very fair rates. I'm sorry, no expectations. Or no exceptions. My bad. That puts your bill at 92,871 shillings. I can't pay that. Surely there's something you do to lower the fines. Please, Mr. Cloudmill. I suppose you'll just have to work for me until you've paid off what you owe. We have a stable that needs tending to and a race that needs an organizer. If you work for, let's see, 47 years? Yeah, that should be enough to cover your fees. No, that's awful. You're a fraud, James Cloudmill. Fraud? What? You can't talk to me like that. I'm the Minister of Tourism. The mayor put me in charge. Then I'll give this mayor a piece of my mind. See the mayor? Fine. But I'm warning you, he's no one to be trifled with.
Revenu?
Make way for Fort Pinta's pride and joy. Mayor Peanut. The mayor is a pony. Indeed I am. A talking pony? James tells me you and your friends owe 19,871 shillings. I demand payment. If you cannot settle your fines, the girl Cinder will be forced to work at the Minister of Tourism's pleasure until the debt is paid. This all seems very suspicious. I need to find where James went off to. Okay. Instead of going all around trying to check spots, let's just go right over here. Where he's at. What? What are you doing here? I know you're scamming, Ferdinand. Scam? That's a bit extreme, don't you think? He pays me to exercise his horses. Tourists pay me for a chance to ride them. Everyone wins. Now, you shouldn't. Now, shouldn't you be listening to Mayor Peanut? Do not want to get on his bad side. Mayor Peanut is just you talking on the walkie-talkie. What? That's crazy. He's a talking pony. It's true. Ask all the people who voted for him. Then why are you holding a walkie-talkie? Okay, you're right. Please don't tell anyone. It's all I have. It started out so innocently. I put a walkie-talkie and a cute little top hat on a pony, and Peanut the talking pony was born. I'd hide in the bushes while Peanut would talk to tourists. It was a huge success. Everyone loved Peanut. So when poor Pinta held elections, I figured, why not run Pinta or Peanut for mayor? I can make a mint selling Vote Peanut t-shirts. It was all a joke. I didn't think he'd actually win. So when he did win, there was only one thing left for me to do. Admit that you cheated them and give up all that power? Are you crazy? I couldn't let them know he's just a regular pony. I had the newly elected Mayor Peanut appoint me Minister of Tourism. That way I could run things while Peanut lounged around the stables eating hay or whatever. If you want your secret kept, you better forgive Sundra of her funds. Okay, okay. If you promise not to tell anyone the truth about Mayor Peanut, I'll make things right with her. You have my word. Sindra, please, Mayor Peanut, what have I done to offend you this time? Rise, Sindra, I've misjudged you. I see now that your heart is pure and that you love horses more than anyone else in Yorvik. It's true, I do. Silence. Because of your true heart, I am appointing you Minister of Horses. From this day forth, you will manage the stables in Fort Pinta and administer the local races. It would be an honor, Mayor Peanut. Minister of Horses? Imagine that. Just wait till the girls back home hear about this. So, I trust everyone's happy now? Sorry about the misunderstanding. I see you're more clever than the typical tourist. Let's stay in touch, Amanda. I have a feeling we're going to make a lot of shillings together. Alright. Okay. We're going to go ahead and do this Finding Dory, the cat one. And then we will end it right after that. I can't believe you found her. Oh, my little Dory. I miss you so much. Thank you so much for finding her. As for you, don't think for a moment I'll ever let you out of my sight again, you little sneak. As if I could ever stay mad at you. Look at that face. Don't you think she's just the cutest? She is. Look at that face. Right? She's the prettiest. Meows. No, you're all the prettiest and the loveliest, and I love you all equally. Haha. Cats. Have you ever thought adopting one yourself? Pet Shop Girls just got a whole batch of new lovely cats this morning. They're waiting for a loving someone to adopt and give them their forever home. I would adopt them all myself if I could. Maybe just one more. Alright. We're going to, I think, end here. And then next time we will start on the cookies for the castle. And probably do some of the side quests as well. Y'all have a good day, good afternoon, a good night, and I'll see you back here next time. And always remember, happy riding!